What's going on, YouTube? So today, I'm going to be giving you guys an in-depth look at the 2010 Cadillac CTS sedan Sport Coupe. Ever since Cadillac introduced the CTS nameplate back in 2004, it's been one of the brand's largest selling platforms. And today, 6 years later in 2010, Cadillac is here to say that they're not going anywhere and that this is only getting better. So if you're in the market for a used vehicle and you like what you see here, maybe this will be the vehicle for you. Cadillac did an awesome job on this vehicle with the unique design and the awesome attention to detail. Everything from the front grille to these functional front louvers to the trim over the windows and even on the back bumper, everything's chrome accented and will be sure to make you stand out on the road against anyone else. My tester here has the 18-inch upgraded alloy rims with the 4-piston front calipers in the front and the 2-piston calipers in the back, which will make sure that you'll stop anytime you need to. Let's take a look around the back and I'll show you how much cargo space you have. Coming around the back of the vehicle, I'll show you how easy it is to open this trunk. One push of a button and it pops right open. There's enough room in there to fit any luggage that you're gonna need on a long road trip, maybe a camping trip, and maybe a few of your friends. Alright guys, so now it's time to do an engine startup so we can hear that awesome 3.6 liter V6 with over 300 horsepower. So everything on this vehicle is going to be automatic unlock and lock. So let's unlock it and let's take a look inside and see what the interior has to offer. So stepping inside, you'll see that the cockpit was carefully laid out. Really nice perforated leather heated and cooled seats, painted aluminum trim everywhere with wood grain accents, and even some chrome trim around all the vents. Actually, this is a matte finish chrome trim. And this is all gonna be your real chrome. And then you've got soft touch materials here with an accented leather stitching. I'm gonna go ahead and start this vehicle up so you guys can see just how crisp and clear these gauges are. Of course, Cadillac welcomes you with their signature ding. You've got this really bright white LED and red combination going on. Got a nice digital display in the middle. You've got your tachometer off to the left. And you've got your speedometer in the center. You've also got oil pressure on the bottom right, coolant temperature on the top left, and then of course your gas gauge on the top right. Really, really nice 10-2 grip steering wheel. All of your controls on the left for the cruise control
all of the controls on the right of the steering wheel for your Bluetooth control. Of course, you have your Cadillac signature analog clock. Very nice. You've got 2 cup holders in the center. You've got a really nice center console. It's actually a 2-tier center console. So on the right-hand side, or on the left-hand side, sorry, there is a lever here. You just pull on that, and you've got your first. It's pretty shallow. Probably put your phone, maybe your wallet in there, and an extra set of keys. And then on the right-hand side, you've got another tab. You pull that up. Now that's where the storage is. So I'm able to fit my wallet. There's some pens in here, and it really is pretty deep. It's kind of hard to see, but you get a lot of storage in there. You've got a nice glove compartment. You push that button. It is damped, but it's not lined with felt. You have your heated seat controls here. Obviously I don't want that because it's July. But your dual climate control, this is the driver's side. The patch, it's nice because the passenger side gets their own digital screen that tells them exactly what they have going on with the air temperature, and then you also have the seated heat option on the passenger side as well. Your typical layout as far as the AM FM goes, there's XM radio, traction control button. I really like these knobs for the volume and for the tuning. The menu that you can select, I'm not sure, I haven't used that yet, but I'm assuming it has to do with the CD player, which I believe is a 6 CD player in this, guys. And then you also have some other controls for just controlling your defrost and stuff like that down there. So nothing fancy, pretty normal, run-of-the-mill stuff. Okay, so right now I'm just driving it around. I'm actually just in a parkway, a winding road. Nothing crazy. I am going 13 miles an hour, which is really nice. Wish I could show you, but the digital speedometer is really nice. This car doesn't have a lot of competition as far as how it handles, the ride quality, all the features that you get in it, and the style. Okay, I don't want to be super biased. You know, I'm sure that there's tons of other vehicles out there that compare to this in many different ways. Another thing I want to point out is how quiet it is in here. Hardly any wind noise. Now, I am only going 30, but not a ton of wind noise, and that's something to be said. A lot of vehicles, they can't drown out as much road noise and wind noise as you would think. But again, I wouldn't expect anything less from Cadillac, because Cadillac really sets the benchmark, and they're class competitive with everything that they do. And people are trying to keep up with Cadillac, you know. And for being an American brand, it's important that they keep their standards high, and the quality of their product high, because let's face it, Cadillac is well known for their innovativeness in their magnetic ride suspension. Obviously that's GM, and a list of other things. And I like that they're not a one-trick pony. I like that they go for it when it comes to the performance side of things, with the cts-v. Even this vehicle, I'll give it a little pull and I'll show you just what I'm talking about. And it revs out all the way to 6,000 RPM. Well, I'm sorry, 7,000 RPM, but I didn't want to do that. This isn't my car. I didn't want to rev it that high. So you really start to feel all those ponies pulling and all that torque that really shoves you. But the nice thing about this engine is that it's quiet and calm where it needs to be, down low, and it keeps on pulling almost like a like a 4-cylinder with VTEC, but it's got a nicer note to it, and it really is a lot louder. The V6 noise that you get from those dual exhausts is just fantastic. Let's see. I'm just going to turn around. Unfortunately, this isn't equipped with a backup camera, so you have to still do the old look in the mirrors and behind, but I think as far as bang for the buck goes, or, you know, value per dollar, you know, you can't expect too much. It's 2010. You're gonna have to sacrifice some stuff. If you want that kind of stuff, go for a newer model. I'm sure that the entry-level models nowadays have all that stuff. I'm gonna stop rambling. I'll do another pull for you guys with the windows down, just to let you hear the sound. Hopefully there's not too much wind noise. All the way to 7,000. All right. Well, that was an easy. Let me roll the windows up. That was an easy acceleration from. I mean, not easy on the engine or the car, but it easily got up to 60 from 20 or 25 in, I'd say it felt like 4 seconds. The way they've equipped this engine to this chassis, with the direct steering feel and the really nice bolstered leather seats that really, they do a good job at holding you in place without feeling racy, if that makes sense. Again, it's not really a sports car. It's kind of the best of both worlds, though. A lot of class and comfort with a little bit of sport. It's kind of the best mix, don't you think? Now, I'm going over some pretty substantial bumps in the road, and I have to say, when I'm watching the camera and from what I feel in my seat, it's not translating like it normally would in any other car I've driven. Okay? Now, again, I'm not trying to make this car sound like it's the holy grail, but again, bang for your buck, guys. What you're getting with this car, a 2010, okay, sure, it's 8 years old, but with 75,000 miles on it, you can't go wrong. Okay, guys, so I just wanted to show you how this manual sport mode works. It's really nice. So I'm just gonna slow down here and give it a little bit. So I'm in second gear going 25, and here we go. Not mashing it, just now what you heard there was the transmission trying to figure out, am I going full throttle, or am I going 3/4 throttle, or am I going half throttle? So when I would shift up, it would shift back down, probably because the pedal position was too far down. Now, by no means was I trying to floor it, but I just wanted to show you a gradual acceleration. So maybe something that they could improve on. So I'm gonna come to a complete stop here at a stop sign. I'm gonna get some distance between myself and the car in front of me so that I can run through the gears a little bit and just show you how responsive it is. So here we go. Third gear. Okay, so something that I experienced earlier that it didn't do now, probably because I learned a little bit, but if you are upshifting but you have your foot too firmly planted, it'll confuse the transmission into thinking that you actually want to go faster, and therefore it will downshift for you. And what I was experiencing earlier was just that. It is responsive, it's not immediate, okay? It's not like firing a bullet out of a gun, but it is definitely quick enough to have fun with, to drive around and cruise with. Anyways, guys, if that was helpful, let me know in the comments below.
If there's anything else that you want me to review, let me know, again, in the comments below. And thank you so much for watching, guys. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to give me a thumbs up and let me know what I can improve and what else you would like to see me review in the future. So thanks so much, and we will see you next time.